Welcome everyone to today's journey as we fuel up here to get ready to go to Dawsonville up in northeast Georgia to the great Amicalola Falls. Come on and join us. We'll be right back when we get there as we travel up there, so we'll see you down the road. We are at Amicalola Falls State Park. This state park is about 830 acres in size and is located just northwest of Dawsonville, Georgia, in the Blue Ridge Mountains of northeast Georgia. The park was first opened in 1940 and has been a favorite spot ever since. The name Amicalola comes from a Cherokee word that means tumbling waters. Amicalola Falls is one of the highest cascading waterfalls east of the Mississippi River at a height of about 730 feet. To get started, we're going to stop by the Visitor Center and pick up our map of the falls. From the upper falls, you can take an 8-mile hike over to Springer Mountain, which is the southern terminus of the Appalachian Trail. Many people use Amicalola State Park for all the beautiful and interesting hiking and walking trails in this area. There are also other ventures you can plan from this park. Some of those include zip lining, trout fishing, 3D archery, and more. But just know that the falls are one of the 7 wonders of our state. As I mentioned, there are numerous trails along the way. Here's examples of some of them: the Spring Trail, the Mountain Laurel Loop Trail, the Creek Trail. This is an excellent place to do plenty of good North Georgia hiking, but always be mindful what you might see on the trail. Here we are at the very base of the bottom of the falls, which are up there. Behind me is the reflecting pond or pool where the falls ends up at. Hear that babbling water there as it rushes by? We will hear more and see more as we go on our journey. So let's start. While we're hiking on the trail, we want to take in all the natural beauty around us. Notice the thick vegetation. We're here in the dead of summer. It's a totally different thing depending upon the seasons. Everything's green now. Come fall, there'll be all kinds of color, hues of color and everything. And in the winter, everything here will be just wide open for you to see it. So we're going to continue our journey on up to the falls. At the bottom of the lower falls. After all, Amicalola is named after a Cherokee word that means tumbling waters, and you can see them behind me. Which are roughly 250 feet below the upper fall ahead of us. You can still hear the water as they get stronger and stronger the higher we go up. We just finished climbing 175 steps from the lower falls to the upper falls. We're going to go out on the observation deck and check out those upper falls as the water cascades down 470 feet. You'll see the white water rushing over the rocks. You'll hear the loud sound of that rushing water called the tumbling waters of Amicalola Falls. Here we are on the observation deck looking up 470 feet to the upper falls as they cascade over the top. This is the observation deck which we just climbed to from the lower falls. You can feel the mist on your face, hear the rushing waters, which gave us the name Comely Waters of Amicalola. We are now leaving the observation deck, heading up the 425 steps to the top of the falls. Notice what it says, that this is difficult, strenuous. Unlike previous people who were here, try not to leave any sign that you were present. Littering should never occur in any national or state park. Shame on them. All right, we have made it now to the top of the falls at Amicalola Falls. We are looking back down the valley to below. You will see in the far background as we pan down the reflecting pool and pond down below. As we have now migrated some 730 feet from down below. As we pan around here in the Blue Ridge Mountains of northeast Georgia, outside of Dawsonville at Amicalola Falls. We hope you've enjoyed your journey today to Amicalola Falls and learned a little bit along the way. Don't forget to click the link and answer the questions to receive your points for rewards to summer activities. Join us next week as we will travel to Tallulah Gorge and explore it, Providence Canyon, and the Great Stone Mountain. Hope you've enjoyed today's presentation, and we will look forward to seeing you next week.